Hey guys, Marty Boots here. Today I want to talk to you about a fractal that is so similar in nature to Bitcoin that is almost identical. The RSI is so similar, the moving averages are very similar, the structure of the pattern is so similar, the price action is similar. A lot of stuff is almost identical. So I believe that this can give us a real good insight into how Bitcoin should trade in the near future and give us that insight we need to stay on the right side of the trade and make real good money off this, the next big move in Bitcoin. So I will get into that now in 1 minute. First off, I just want to announce the winner of our competition that we had running last month. And that competition, you had to be subscribed to our YouTube channel, and then you had to have the most interactions in all of our social media platforms. That was Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, and that would be likes, shares, and comments. So the person with the most interactions was Great Days. That is his name on YouTube. Great Days on YouTube, and his Discord name is Dare to Be. So I want to congratulate you on that, and we welcome you into our Discord for a 1 month free access. And we will be in contact with you to get that sorted out for you. Last thing here, we will be running another competition, the exact same this month. You got to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and it will be the most interactions. Next month will receive a 1 month free access, free VIP access, I should say. So good luck with that. Okay, guys, let's get into this here. Very important here. The fractal is just unbelievable. In my eyes, it's unbelievable. It's very, 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 very similar in nature. First thing I want to talk about, guys, is this little node of price action. A lot of people are ignoring this, and I don't know. It's mind blowing to me that people are just ignoring this bit of price action. A lot of analysis are not even taking this into account, and taking this into account that it's a base for potential descending triangle. God, it blows my mind. A lot of people are just discrediting this as a base at this point in time, I think. I believe that is down to people's emotions. Everybody wants us to go to the moon, guys, and me too. Everybody wants us to go to the moon, really. But you, as a professional trader, you have to ignore your emotions and trade the chart, guys. And this is on the chart, believe it or not. If people pretend to not see it or not, it is on the chart, and you have to take that seriously. You can see back here that we also had this base, back here in the silver chart, and it was almost an identical price action node, back here as we were climbing the moving averages. So it is important to note that. The other things I want to point out now, guys, is this large hole. Look at the large hole, and look at the large hole on the silver chart. Identical, almost identical. The other one now, in Bitcoin now, we have this hole here after the large 40% move into the top of the triangle. Price has rolled over off that, and it has left us with another hole. Notice back here, price moved up into the top of the triangle and then rolled over, left us with another hole. Very, very similar in nature. The 200 moving average, the 200 moving average, guys, is moving up underneath price. It is supporting price. You can see here it's supported price. You can see here it's supported price. Very important to note. And it is underneath the price, supporting price. The only difference, guys, real difference in this pattern is the 100 moving average. This is in my opinion, very important to note as well, because it is supporting price here. It is moving higher and supporting price. This is bullish in nature. This one, however, in silver was above price, and that is bearish in nature, pushing price down lower and acting as resistance. So that is one key difference in the structure and in the price action. Okay, so what now, guys? Well, the moving average, sorry, not the moving average, the RSI, guys. Look at the RSI. I talked about this in my previous video. The RSI is terrible. In my eyes, it's not very good. It could potentially turn out to be good, but you can see there's not much strength here in a 42% gain in Bitcoin, 42% bounce. This did not barely get over the 50 on the RSI, so it's not a real good sign of strength. Now it is consolidating here, potentially in a bullish manner, sort of just underneath the 50. So the next leg could bring us back above the 50. We need to be aware of that. So a large bounce here on Bitcoin would potentially bring us back above the 50. We need to be aware of that. But here we go. So on the silver chart here, we did bounce up over the 50 and we had this rejection on the RSI and then we roll over. You know, that is bearish. We roll into bearish territory. You know, the volume, there was no major increase in volume here or anything. You know, nothing to say, oh, the bulls are coming back in. You know, the bulls are here, the bulls are back. It just was not happening. You look at this back here, guys. Look at this. You know, the increase in green volume here at the start of a large move. Even in Bitcoin here, you notice, look at the volume. Look at all this red volume. There's not much. And then the increase in the volume here was, you know, it's pretty substantial. And then it increased. I know my volume is not large. It's a bad volume indicator I have on this for some reason. But anyway, you can see the increase, and it showed the bulls are in control. We do not have that. We do not have that here. Sorry, we do not have that here. But they also did not have that over here. So the volume is not on our favor at this point in time. Important to note. Now, the last thing before I move ahead on this chart is note that I'll start here. The moving average rolled over. Moving average is rolling over into the 200 moving average. The 200 is the red moving average. Price rolled over into that. Note here, the price, the moving average has started to roll over. Starting to roll over into the 200 moving average. Important to note. So, you know, in conclusion there, in analyzing these two patterns, guys, you know, you can see the structure. 1, 2, 3 touches there. 1, 2, 3 touches there. We had 2 touches, but we are coming down for potentially the 3rd touch down here. We have to see if it happens or not, or do we bounce. But it's similar in nature, guys. Very, very similar in nature and almost identical in a lot of aspects. So what happened next? What happened next, guys? Okay, well, you can see we rolled right down. So if the same thing happens, guys, it's saying that we will roll right down to the baseline. That is too large there, guys. Let me just change that. It's saying that we roll right down to the baseline, to the neckline, down in here. That is what happened in this previous example. There was no strength. We could not move higher, and we kept rolling through. Notice the amount of candles. You know, there's a lot of candles here. It was struggling to find strength. Anyway, okay, what happened then, guys? This is very important. Look at this. We rolled into the apex. So basically we went down, we came down into this apex and we consolidated down in this region. And then price actually rolled, or well, not rolled actually. I measured this before and it's a 32% bounce. And we bounced 32, we'll just say 30% higher. Guys, that's a big move. That's a large move. We bounced 30% higher up into the neckline. And this is what I forgot to mention actually at the start of the video as well. Look at the neckline, guys. The neckline is another identical fact that I meant to go through that. Notice the neckline. Price came up, tested the neckline. I tested the neckline again, and both times it could not get over the neckline, and we rolled over. Look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin bounced up, tested the neckline here, and could not get through it. You know, do we get another test of the neckline? Time will tell. But look at silver here. Silver bounced into the neckline. Into the neckline, guys. And what happened? You know, roll over. Then we attempted again to break up and explode higher out of this neckline and maybe come up and test the highs, because we had a failure. You know, we didn't break down, we broke higher. Okay, we broke higher. So what happened next, guys? What happened next? This is interesting. Price collapsed. Price collapsed. Price rolled over. Price failed to break above the neckline. You know, very important. And price failed to break above this neckline, and you know, it just rolled over. It just could not find strength. The larger bearish pattern took precedent, and we ended up rolling over. And you can see there what, you know, the result of that. So it's important to note, guys. You know, I'm I've said that I am extremely bullish on a break of this green line, and then I have to stand by that still. If we break above that green line, I have to say I'm extremely bullish, and we can actually move up very hard. But this is a little lesson for us that even if we do break that, guys, it does not mean we go to the moon. So, you don't want to be betting the farm. You still want to trade professionally, trade carefully. In this circumstance on Bitcoin, it could go to the moon, who knows? But this is a great example, and it gives you and me and everyone else watching this video and our members a great insight into the potential. If we even do break out of this, the larger pattern took precedent, and once we roll over, we broke that 200 moving average again, the red moving average again, and you can see price fell like a bag of shite. Yeah, pardon my French, but that is what happened. We just fell away, and we just dropped lower and then continued lower. So that gives us some great insight, guys, in a pattern like this when it had the similarities. A lot of people are getting very bullish here, and I think people need to be careful. I honestly think people need to be careful. I am already long, guys, and it's dropped into my level, and I'm long. I took that, I put my money where my mouth is, but I'm weary. I am a little bit weary, guys, and I'm not confident that we are going to go to the moon yet. But I am long. Of course, I do not want to miss this move, so I had to buy a little bit, and hopefully we can get a move higher. So far, we still don't have any strength. Today, there is a little bit of strength coming into the market, so we'll see how that develops. Yeah, well, I think that is it, guys, for the video. Just be careful out there. A lot of groups are promoting we're going to the moon. This large pattern here that I just showed you, this large fractal, it tells you, it shows you, it explains to you it is only a possible outcome. But until we get some different signs that we are not maybe in this pattern or in a different type of pattern, guys, you have to consider this a large descending triangle. So that's it for the video, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give the video a thumbs up. And I apologize for the lack of content. In the last week or two, we had a death in the family, and I had to travel to Ireland also. So I am in Ireland for the time being, and I will continue to keep you updated. So bear with me. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good day.